It's your boy Cali-Aesthetics coming back at you with another story time. Now this story is called Staying with the Supplier. At this time, man, I'm going to start it off with saying I was about 20 years old, staying with my mom, out on bail, broke as hell, not on shit. Honestly, I don't even think I plan to be shit. And at this time, my mom just had another child. And if you know me, you know I got a lot of siblings. If you don't, now you know. And I felt like it was time for me to get up out the house. There's too many of us here. I need to get up out. So I ended up asking one of my homies, who I just so happened to be at his house damn near every other day. Hey, can I come and stay with you, bro? At that time, he's staying at his people's house. And his lady stay at his people's house. But I'm so desperate to get out the house, I'm like, I need to get up out of here. So he ended up talking to his people. They said it was good. I could stay. So I ended up staying with him. And at that time, he was working a job. I still wasn't. But you know, we still wanted to be doing our street shit. But as for that, we were talking and we got up on the subject of pretty much what drugs that people were using. One particular drug I knew people were using majorly. And I told him, like, shit, I think this, like, you feel me? I think this one will be good. So he was like, shit, I would cop because I got somebody who got it. I just ain't got the customers. And I let him know I don't got the customers either, but I do got people that I know. And they got customers. So he's like, all right, for sure. So he ended up hitting another homie up. Like, hey, I'm trying to cop some shit. How much can I cop? Bruh say, oh, I got you, man. We just got to go out of town. So we do our little 1-2. We go out of town. And I ain't gonna lie, it get tricky. But we made it happen. So we ended up copping. Right when we come back, I tap in with my peoples. First, 50 ball. Gone. Same day. Thanks to my people. Shout out my people, man. You know who you is if you know. If you know, you know. And we was like, damn, that shit went fast. My same people hit me again. I swear it's either later on that night or the next day. Was like, do you have more? We was like, damn. We can get it. We ain't gonna tell them no. So we ended up hitting the other homie that took us out of town. He like, yeah, for sure. How many y'all need? We like, this time we need 100. He like, for sure. So we shoot back out of town again. Get the 100. Bring it back. Same play. Bruh said it's good. And they look official. So we like, okay, you feel me? This shit is rolling. You feel me? It's only been, I'm going to let y'all know, this only been about a week now. Only a week. So now, some more of my people, they start catching wind of it. They like, shit, could you get some more too? I'm like, hell yeah. So tell my homie, like, listen, I got even more people. We're going to need even more. So this next trip, we like, fuck it. We didn't have no car at this time. So we like, how we going to do it? My peoples who needed it, take us there. I believe this time we only bought about, maybe it was like 500. Yeah, because it went up fast. So we bought like 500. Bought the 500. It was a rocky motherfucking trip that time. And that's the third time, and it was a real rocky trip. But we made it happen. And get back to the city, get to my peoples. Now I can sell to my same person that I was already selling the 50 and 100 to. And now I can go back to my other people who said they needed it also. So we distribute to them. And pretty much they doing their thing. I hit everybody off, you feel me? With a good amount, you feel me? Because just even for one person, 50 to 100 of these is a lot. Not everybody gonna get theirs off in a day. But hey, they still gonna get them off, you feel me? Because these ones is official. And we see that this shit is flying. So we in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We in it. We ended up pretty much getting to a point where we needed 1,000 piece. This is where it gets really tricky. So now we like, all right, man, we gotta head back out of town. So this time it was a rocky one. And that was the crazy part about it. It seemed like the first couple was just like a smooth trip. But as the more we went on, going to take trips, they seemed longer and more stressful. And we end up going to pretty much take this fourth trip. We take the fourth trip. My homie now, this time, we use his girl. And his girl uses her dad's car. Now, this is where it gets tricky. We get out there. We get out there about 10 o'clock. Nigga roll up to us on a bike. Let me get the money. So we do the same transaction that we regularly do. We give him the money first, which I know a lot of y'all are saying, damn, that's stupid as fuck. But where type of transition that we was doing, we was still going third party. Shit. I want to say almost fourth party. And thank God I ain't meet them people. Honestly. But we pretty much do the transaction. Oh no, we didn't do the full transaction. We just did the money transaction. So we waiting like usual. This time it's taking hours for bro to come back. We thinking, damn, Brendan, you feel me? He done ran off. You feel me? He done ran off with the dough. So we're thinking that he ran off with the dough. The homie that originally helps us get up or hooks us up with these people, he's calling them while we in the car. And he like, nah, they still saying it's good, just give him a minute. We ended up staying out there until 2 o'clock in the morning. He come back. He come back with a whole big Ziploc bag full of Legos. I mean, these motherfuckers was different shapes and sizes of Legos. These ain't looking like the original ones. Not at all. They were for sure handmade. Not even factory made, which we was getting before, but these is handmade. We don't even do these. So on top of getting these motherfuckers that look fucked up in all different shapes and sizes, we like, how we gonna know that these even hit? These is obviously fake. And that's where we found out, damn, these motherfuckers is all fake. But we did have a willing participant that wanted to take one. They take it. Started going crazy in the car. I'm saying it was one of us in the car. But that one participant started going crazy. So as we tested it, we called bruh back like, bruh, these is not him. These ain't him, bruh. We either need our money back or, you feel me, we just not fucking with you no more. And we've been coming out here on a consistent basis doing good business already. So luckily, bro was understandable. He said, give me 2 hours. What? We wait another 2 hours. So at this point, we've been waiting about 6 hours because it gets about 4 a.m. And he come back. He gives us some officials, 1,000. We relieved. We like, shh. Luckily this transaction went good because we in the trenches. And shit can go sour at any time. And we ain't from out here. But brother that we with, he's an official nigga. And a real nigga. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He could have swerved this many a times on there. You get what I'm saying? He really is a play ass nigga for that, man. We get our 1,000. Come back to the city. We start, we go straight to the room once we get to his house. We want to count him up again. We already counted him, but we wanted to count again. And we want to bag him up separately. You know what I'm saying? To do our little, you feel me, 1, 2 for everybody else. So as we bagging them up, we like, bruh, they gotta be, you feel me, like I said, hand making these. But they look crazily official. So that means they got lazy with us and wanted to test and see what we were going to take and what we were willing to put up with. But the second batch was looking crazily official. So we counting them. And as we counting them, we like, damn, bro, my fingertips is tingling. Damn, what the fuck? So we like, fuck it, scratch that shit, man. We just gonna bag this shit up. We disperse it. Now the same people who I'm dealing with got more than what they usually get. Cause now we like, you know, we'll throw a little bit extra. Front you, we know you good for the money. These is my peoples. They good for the money for sure. And they was good for the money. Everybody paid. Now, what I didn't know is where this 1,000 transaction and just that situation started going south. So we ended up doing that transaction. Everybody paid, do what they do. We feeling ourselves. I tell my homie like, hey, I think we should re-up just because. And he was like, nah, we need to hold off. Hold off until they actually need it. I'm not thinking like that. I'm like, bruh, they gonna need it, bruh. My niggas is gonna need it for sure. He like, nah. So something happened where we were not able to get them from out of town anymore. We just weren't able to get them from out of town anymore. So we had to improvise. My homie, like I said, he's still working his job. He ended up pretty much getting in contact with somebody from his job. And we ended up connecting with him. So we connect with him. He let us know, hey, yeah, I got some. For me, how many you need? We need 100. Because now that's our testing point. Because we know we need 1,000. But to know that you going to have 100, it sounds crazy, but you're at least close to at least getting 500 if we know you're able to get that. So he ends up coming through with 100. You feel me? Good, easy transaction. So we ended up doing one deal with him. And it was smooth. We ended up needing another 100. He come through. He give us the 100. This time, one of my homeboys who I have not served to wants to get into it. So I say, okay, front him. Because at this point, we can front him. This nigga gets into some shit where he loses the honey. So we like, fuck. Okay. How we gonna figure this part out? We just gonna try to re-up again and do what we can. So we read up again. This time, our new plug is saying, hey, I'm able to front you also. He fronts us. I'm like, okay, it's cool. So I didn't learn my lesson the first time. I front to this same nigga. Front to the same nigga. This nigga gets into bullshit again. And this time, it was just fucked up. Because I let my plug know about that transaction. Because he asked me, where's mine at? And we telling him, hey, we only got enough to re-up for our part right now. Of course, y'all know he was not happy with that. At that point, he looking at us as an investment. I need to write out for you niggas, or what's going on? We like, nah, it's good. It's good, bruh. It's good. You don't even need to worry about it. He like, okay. But we knew in the back of our minds, he was not going to let that go. Some time go on. My other homeboys who's been re-ing up and copping, come to find out, they doing the product. Not only are they doing the product, but they doing the product all together. What the fuck, man? Doing the product all together. Now, that happens. They kind of figure, hey, man, I'm doing these and these is feeling a little more powerful. Is these handmade? Yes, these is handmade, bruh. Right when I found out, I've been already told them. But they want to keep on asking because they're not even thinking about what I had told them already. So they go on a little mad hiatus, as in being mad at me and not wanting to cop anymore. At least some of them. I say 50%. The other 50%, they understood what was going on and they didn't try to blame other people for them not having the product no more. You fucked up the product. So, like I said, things looked like they was getting out of hand. So, we eventually stopped copping from the dude that we got put on to. And we're gonna fuck with somebody else. But we still gonna keep this going. So I got a couple reliable people who I can still rely on, and we can still try to figure something out. My homie, who I'm saying is pretty much the supplier, he ends up finding somebody else who we can buy from. We meet up with him. At this point, we having damn near interviews with these motherfucking plugs. And we come to a conclusion where we kind of disagree because I wasn't feeling bro. But my homie felt like he could trust him. So we let that shit go. Ended up meeting with his people anyway. So we go to meet up with his plug. Come to find out, we ain't even meeting with his plug. His plug then had somebody else come out to meet us. And it's just me and him at this time. We give bruh the money like the same transaction. Now it's different. Bruh tell us, hey, come to room or come to door 304 if I don't come back down in 10 minutes. I swear, when I heard that, I was like, bro, don't give this nigga that money, bro. I'm already knowing this is. Why would we have to go up to him? Why is it that much trouble? That doesn't make any sense. Come to find out, man, we was waiting out there for 2 hours. Brad never answered the phone. Brad never came back down, no nothing. And we ain't got no hammer at this time. We haven't had a need to. But that's why, man. They say it's better to be safe than sorry. So I tell my homie, like, bro, that's it, bro. That's it for us. I don't even really want to do this shit no more. While we in the car. And he like, nah, bro, I'm finna go to the door, bro. I'm finna go to the door and check. I tell him, don't do that shit, man. You gonna get your ass popped. Now, motherfuckers may think, nigga, you scary, nigga, for not going up to that room, but nigga, that could be the last motherfucking room you go up to, especially with no hammer. So don't do it. He ended up not doing it. So we say, fuck it, get back to the house. At this point, we've been fucked over by one of my guys that's serving for us. We got fucked over by a new plug, and what just so happened to happen? Our second plug ended up hitting us. Like, hey, you still ain't got the money for that little extra pack? And we like, nah, we don't, bruh. So niggas get into it about that. And niggas going back and forth like we enemies at this point. And I understand why. I would be mad if I was him too. But at this point, we'd already spent all our money on the RIA. And let me let y'all know, man. This is just a summer run. We ain't even doing this. Ain't no year or nothing. This is not even 6 months. This is in a summer. Less. That's how fast this is moving. And I tell this story just to let you young niggas know. Y'all may not make it out like I did. Y'all won't. A lot of times. And luckily, us and that second plug came to some type of agreement. But it don't always end like that. You can get your ass wrapped up in some shit that you could not get out of. What that saying is by Joel Santana? God would never put you in some shit that you can't handle. But you can definitely put yourself in some shit that you can't handle. And that can lead to death. And death is a motherfucker. You dig?